Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Or if it's your first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Marlene and I talk about eating disorder recovery and everything related to healing the relationship with your own body, with food and with movement. And let's dive right into the topic as we always do. And today I want to talk about labs, going to the doctors and everything related to that topic in recovery or in your eating disorder. So a lot of people actually should go to the doctor pretty frequently because eating disorders have a big impact on our body. And I'm not talking only about like very restrictive eating disorders like anorexia. And also you don't have to be diagnosed. If you're struggling with eating certain foods, like for instance enough fats or carbs, if you're binging, purging, over-exercising, all those things have a big impact on your body. And it is very, very important to get that checked and to be medically safe. But there is a big part of that a lot of people don't understand, and unfortunately also doctors don't understand. I have heard from so many people, but my labs are normal. My labs came back normal, so it can't be that bad. Some people actually think they are not thick enough even, because for some people getting back bad labs or unnormal labs is actually a win, because their eating disorder is like, oh yeah, that's what we want to see. Now you're sick enough. But you will never be sick enough, of course, then your eating disorder will find something else. But that unfortunately is something that I experienced too. So I was always kind of disappointed when my labs came back normal, because I was like, that's weird. I'm like restricting, over-exercising, being at a very low body weight, but my labs still come back normal. What am I doing wrong? When I should have been grateful for that, because we can do so much damage. There are so many things that can happen to your body. And I am so grateful that the majority of those things didn't happen to my body. I definitely did some harm to my body, but I'm still so grateful that, not more things happened. But when I was in my eating disorder, I was kind of disappointed. And that is actually something that's very, very common in people with eating disorders. As I just said, oftentimes low numbers, bad labs, all those kind of things, being sick, even like having brittle hair or brittle nails, all those things that are actually not really something to wish for from a healthy state of mind, are things that a lot of people with eating disorders actually want, because they think it's a sign of their eating disorder. It shows other people how sick they are. And for the eating disorder, it feels like a win. Like, oh, I won, now I am sick enough, until you find something else that you need to achieve in order to be sick enough. And while that, of course, is a very disordered thought, it is a thought that many people have. And there's nothing to be ashamed of, because as I just said, it is part of an eating disorder to have thoughts like it. If you don't have thoughts like it, it doesn't invalidate your eating disorder at all. There are a lot of people who are like very, very keen on their health, and it goes kind of into an orthorexic direction, and they want their health to be good and their labs to be good, to be able to like continue doing what they're doing to, with their eating disorder. But as I just said, for a lot of people, it's also the opposite. So some reasons why your labs might actually come back normal, even though you do harm to your body, are, first of all, labs are always just a momentary test. So I got my labs done like last week. I didn't get the results yet, but if I would have done my labs on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they would probably be different each day. And while of course a lot of, labs won't like be super, super different, I actually have seen cases where some things were super normal and a couple of days later they were way too high and dangerously low. So that is definitely a possibility. And another thing is that our bodies are great with adapting, which is why our metabolism goes down when we lose weight, which is why we lose our period. Our bodies adapt to the circumstances, and our bodies adapt to not having enough food or to purging, all those kind of things. So our bodies will over time adapt to the situation, which is not a good thing in this case. I mean, it is a good thing because it might help us in some ways to feel a little bit better, but it also keeps us in the eating disorder, because we're like, it's not that bad, I'm still surviving, my body is adapting, my body, it definitely keeps us in the eating disorder. And just because our bodies are adapting doesn't mean that we're living in a healthy way. It doesn't mean that you should continue to live that way for years longer, months longer, actually not even a day longer. The sooner you can get rid of your eating disorder and the sooner you can challenge those habits and those thoughts, the better. And I'm telling you right now, once you're fully recovered, and I know you will be, I know you can recover. Please, please, please believe me when I'm telling you. I see so many people, I talk to so many people, I work with many people, and there are so many people who think recovery is just not for them, and then they recover fully and live a fully recovered life and don't even understand why they thought the way they did when they were sick. Me included. I have so many things I still feel ashamed of. I have so many things or thoughts I remember that I just don't understand anymore. I'm like, why would I ever want that? Why did I even do that? Because now I'm in a healthy state and my healthy recovered brain has issues to understand why I think that way. So I'm a recovery coach. Of course I understand it. I know how eating disorders work. I know how I felt back in the time. I know the science behind it. So logically, of course I understand it. But on an emotional level, I'm so glad that I'm not there anymore because I have a hard time understanding myself a couple of years ago. So this being said, please don't base your recovery progress or the things you do to yourself on things like your labs, your physical appearance, and even your weight. Our bodies do a lot of things to keep us alive, and part of it is to adapt. So when your labs are coming back, it might feel very, very bad because unfortunately some doctors are very dismissive and might be like, oh, it's not that bad. And trust me, I have heard so many things that I don't even want to repeat. When I was very, very sick and when it was clear that I was very sick. And doctors have said things to me like, oh, it's not that bad. I guess you don't have to change something. Or, oh, that's okay. I guess you're healthier than a lot of other people. When of course I wasn't. I wasn't healthy at all. And I know that. And deep down I knew it back then. But I kind of needed the confirmation of a random doctor to tell me, oh yeah, that looks bad. I always wanted this confirmation because it was part of my eating disorder that was constantly seeking external validation when I actually deep down now knew I was sick enough. So please don't do the same mistakes that I did. Please take your own health serious. And I understand how hard it is to take your own health serious when you're in an eating disorder, because oftentimes those two things don't really work together. But I promise you right now, once you start to recover, and especially once you're recovered, you will definitely see why. And you will be so, so grateful. Your future self will be so grateful for starting to take your health serious today. If you need a little bit more help with doing that, you can reach out to me. I do have a bunch of free resources on my website. I put out a lot of content on TikTok and Instagram as well, just to motivate you to, take care of yourself and to show you that recovery is possible. I really hope that this helps you. Please always let me know if you have any other questions. My goal is to motivate as many people who choose recovery and to show them that full recovery is really possible. So if you know anyone else who might profit from these videos, please reach out to them. I really just want to show you guys that it is possible. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one.